Welcome to Beauty by Bree. Enjoy. Subscribe.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to address a common misconception that people have after VSG or gastric bypass surgery. And it's very common because I was told the same thing by people, by videos that I watched and everything like that. And the common misconception is that you are not hungry after surgery. Now, I would say that's true to a certain extent, but I will also say it may be that way for some people, but everyone's experience is not your own. You can't just say, okay, well, that person wasn't hungry, I won't be hungry either. Also, do not beat yourself up about it if you are, in fact, hungry after surgery, because guess what? I am. I've heard time and time again that, this is a surgery on your stomach. This is a surgery, that we are doing for weight loss. But as far as, that goes, there was not surgery done on your brain or your mind. I mean, honestly, most people who have this surgery have a food addiction. Not everyone, but most people who do have the surgery have a food addiction. And you getting part of your stomach cut out is not going to just say, I don't have that food addiction anymore. You may have done the months of prepping and everything like that, but nothing can prepare you for what your body is about to go through. It's not even if you don't have a food addiction or anything like that, we have to eat food every day. I mean, that's just the normal thing to do. And so when you have lived your whole life eating throughout the day to get energy and things like that, and you no longer can chew food, you can only drink food or things like that, it is very nerve-wracking. So I'm 4 days post-op, and I would say I got my surgery on Wednesday, June the 3rd, at 9 a.m. In the morning. And so after surgery, I would say I was in recovery by 11 a.m. And so I got to my room around maybe 12 or so, and I was not hungry. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't even awake, honey. Okay. So let's just squash that there. I wasn't even barely awake. But then the next day I started noticing I couldn't even swallow water. I just felt so full. My chest felt full. I wasn't thinking about nobody's food. And so I did end up going home the next day. I did not think about food. Got home with my husband. I was just worried about trying to keep liquids down. They weren't coming back up, but I wasn't able to get enough liquid down. I would say yesterday, my third day, post-op is when I started feeling hunger, and it could be mental hunger. A lot of people will argue, well, no, you're not hungry. You're just mentally hungry. And while that may be true and that may be the case, my mind is still telling me that I want food because I've gone so long without actually eating food. Because keep in mind, everybody doesn't have the same pre-op diet, but I did have to do 2 weeks of liquid diet before the surgery. So in my mind, and your mind plays tricks on you. It's like, okay, I haven't had food in I know about 3 weeks now. So, I want to eat food because that's what I'm used to. And another thing about saying it's just mental hunger, I mean, like I said, that may be the case, but at the same time, I've had people say, you won't even think about food. Not true for me. Not true for me. I think about food. I think about what type of foods I'm going to be able to eat and be creative with when I get into my puree stage, when I get into my soft solids. You think about stuff like that. It's not a sense of, oh my gosh, I got to eat right now. No, but it's like, that, you're looking at recipes to prepare yourself for that stage because you don't want to go into it not knowing. You look at recipes, you look at Pinterest, you look at YouTube, you look at things that you're going to be able to eat in that phase so that you can be ready and properly equip yourself with, good recipes and stuff like that, because nobody wants to have a boring puree stage or a boring, soft solid stage or anything like that. So you're going to look and see what other people did to survive it. That's just human nature. So I'm here to tell you, do not get discouraged if you get out of surgery and you're like, I still want pizza. I still want this. Honestly, I haven't been craving junk food. I've been craving stuff like salmon and I've been craving protein. And that's probably because my body knows I need it. And so I've been wanting salmon and grilled chicken and things like that. And avocado and, things like that I've been craving. I'm just craving food in general because it's been so long. But Don't let anyone make you feel bad for being hungry, or, you know, I see people shaming other people on some of these forums, and I'm just like, how can you do that when we all came from pretty much the same place? We all came from a place of either addiction, or you may have some medical issues going on where you couldn't throw the weight off, or just whatever. I just don't see how you can just, like, you know, put somebody down when they're just trying to fight to keep their mental together too. I mean, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to just rant about that, because I mean, there's so many things that even if you do the most research in the world, you still won't be prepared for after surgery. Honestly, like, you're going to want to try and see if you can push the limits. Try to see what falls under a liquid category. Like, on my liquid diet, in my book, it tells me that I can have low fat or fat free Greek yogurt. But when I look online, it says that if it's not the texture or consistency of milk, you can't have it. So everybody's program is going to be different. But what I mean by pushing the limits and testing the limits is, okay, well, I can only have, I can have creamy soups at this stage right now. So I'm thinking, okay, what can I make creamy? Because on my booklet, it says, I can have creamy soups, either strained or blended, which means if there's solids in that soup, they're telling you you can blend it and eat it, which to some people might be puree. So every doctor, every office, every program is going to look at things differently. As you guys know, I had the sleeve. It may be that if you had Roux-en-Y or something like that, that you can't do that. You know, it just depends on your doctor. It depends on the program. It depends on the procedure. It depends on a lot of different things. So I try not to compare myself to other people, because I'll drive myself crazy trying to figure out why they can eat this or why can't I eat that or whatever. So I just been pretty much experimenting with a lot of different things. I have cream of chicken. There was, I had tomato soup, creamy tomato soup. Of course, that has no meat or anything like that in it. I've been drinking, still working on my Premier Protein. Now, I could not find the caramel flavor in the Premier, so I ended up getting the Equate version. Honestly, they taste very similar to me. I would say almost pretty much a dupe, but I would say when you get to the end of this, it is a little, you know, even if you shake it up, sometimes it's still a little gritty. So I do prefer the actual brand Premier Protein, but they didn't have the flavor I was looking for, so I had to settle for something else. Another thing, guys, my lips keep getting dry. I'm using Aquaphor. I'm drinking a lot of water. I actually am doing good with my hydration, but for some reason, my lips are really, really dry. My skin, everything else is kind of like, you know, moisturized, but my lips are just... I also have like a weird taste in my mouth after surgery. I had like a metal taste. Now, I do have braces. That could be it. I do have like this weird feeling in my throat too, even when I'm not eating. It's just kind of like, I can't explain it, but I'm pretty sure other people have felt it too. I don't have, you know, any regrets or anything like that. I just wanted to say that it's okay to feel hungry after surgery, as long as you are still following your post-op diet. Now, don't feel hungry and then be like, I'm about to go eat me a piece of chicken because I'm hungry. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you could hurt yourself. But definitely do allow yourself to mourn food, to, you know, be like, okay, I can't even eat right now. This is crazy. I've never been through this before. And then you can't eat that much. Allow yourself to feel all the feels, and just, you know, go through the motions, go through the emotions and everything of, you know, the journey to the new you. Guys, I usually don't look this raggedy on camera, but honestly, for something like this, it kind of just popped up in my mind. I was just sitting here watching TV, and I was like, I'm hungry, and I was like, you know what, let me make a video, because I know there's other girls out there just like me, or men out there, whoever, part of the VSG or weight loss surgery community in general, who are out here and they're just like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I supposed to feel this way? It's okay. It is absolutely okay, because I feel that way, and there were others before me that felt that way, and there'll be others after you that feel that way. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about my post-op, I mean, I'm getting closer to a week out. I'll be going into my puree stage if I can keep my egg down on Thursday. You know, you have to scramble or boil an egg. Some people don't do eggs, so it's refried beans or cottage cheese. I'm gonna do an egg. You can scramble it, you can boil it, you can however you want to do it, honey. They just want to see if you can keep part of it down. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. So hopefully on Thursday I'll be able to keep that down and move on to my puree or soft salad, whatever they're gonna move me to. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. So I think that'll be a little bit more tolerable and exciting for me, because like I said, I've just been waiting to taste food. But you know what? This isn't easy. This is not an easy or quick journey. Whoever said this was the easy way out doesn't know much about the surgery, because we have to go through hell to get to the, goal that we are trying to reach for ourselves. So no, this is not the easy way out. And yes, you will still be hungry. Some people might not. Some people may be so focused on the pain. I've heard some people have pain, a lot of pain from surgery, everything like that. I'm not having much pain. I take my medicine at night simply because I move around in my sleep and I don't want to wake up screaming or in pain because I rolled over on an incision or something like that. But yeah, so you may not be hungry, and that's fine too. You may be hungry. That's also fine. You may be kind of on the fence, like I could eat. I don't know. I will say this one last thing and then I'll let you guys go. But when I first came home and I did decide to eat some soup, I was expecting to get full off of one spoonful because that's what I was told. Well, no. I was able to eat about, I would say, a good ounce of soup. And at first I started to question myself, like, did they do the surgery? Because I'm not full. And I was worried, like, okay, well, I didn't see a picture of my stomach and they didn't let me see it after surgery. Did they really take it out? And so I actually joked with my surgeon. I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, so it's just, it's going to be different for everybody. People can tolerate things differently. I heard that with the RNY or Roux-en-Y surgery, gastric bypass, that because they do so much more and they reroute stuff and everything like that, that it's a little harder for you to get things down. I heard that the sleeve, can be a little bit easier to pass things through. So like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's procedure is different. Everyone's surgeon is different, and everyone's program is different. So if you guys, of course, have any questions, just, comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring my bell so you can be a part of the beauty squad. Again, I love all you guys, and I just want to thank you for coming along for my journey. Also, one last minute thing. I just wanted to say that hubby and I went for a walk this evening with our pup, and I did a good bit. So we went walking pretty far, and I paced myself. I didn't push myself too hard, but I'll insert a little clip at the end of this so you can see our little walk and how far we kind of walked and everything like that. But like I said, until next time, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Go ahead and share my video if you know me from my personal life, or if you know me from my social media or anything like that. Go ahead and share this video. And I'm all about helping people. I just want to help people with the questions that I had before my surgery, and I couldn't, find the answers. So until next time, Beauty Squad, you guys have a good one.
You always acting like you want to get out and walk with Miss Paige, and then now you acting like you're tired. What's wrong? She done stopped pulling and everything.